Hey fellas, doing an autopsy on my traction lock from the blue car. Got it apart and found the two frictions that were up against the housing. I already put it back together with a new kind of setup. What it did is, you can see if I bent the ears a little bit. Those are the ones that went down in the recess here. The first time I put it together, I put a shim in here, thinking that would be better, but it didn't work out so good. I think part of the problem is I got disc brakes on the back of my car, and they tend to grip a lot better than drums. And I didn't have, well, the first time, like I said, I didn't have that tab going across there, so it didn't have any tension on the stack. So I put it together the second time like that, but I really packed it tight, and what it did was bent the ears, and then it ended up not having any tension on the stack again. So what I did this time, I put a stack in. This is for Vincent's Capri. I'm doing the same thing on one for the blue car. You see I got the stack here, a friction up against the side gear with no material on it. Then I got a steel shim, and then a steel again, a friction, and a steel and a friction. So you got 4 frictions, 4 steels, and a little shim in the middle. And that's to get it to like a 0.645 stack, you know, when you compress it a little bit. And that's, the factory has that on there, what they call for, what that was, 640 to 645. Now that's having friction discs on there, friction material on it, and having an S-spring jammed in. So I'm going to use, this is a 28 spline friction, or a S-spring. You can see that compared to a 31 spline. See how much bigger or stouter the spring will be. And then here, these are 28 spline spider gear and side gear compared to a 31 spline here and here. So it is a little beefier. One of the things I read on the internet, so it had to be true, was that the 31 spline are 25% bigger, stronger, which I don't doubt. It's like I said, because they are beefier. Looking again at these frictions, they really wore a lot on the side gear, because I think it had just too much tension, packed too tight. And then when I was doing one wheel peel at the track, you know, I could hear it howling. But that's why I tended to do the short burnouts until I could get this remedied. But hopefully I won't bend the ears on this setup, and it'll be a little longer lasting. And like I said, the first time I didn't do it quite right. I thought having a shim in there would work out, but it didn't. So now I got the shim in the middle. I got the ear of the final friction riding on that cutout there, so it should have a little tension, plus putting the S-spring in there. And with the 28 spline S-spring in here, you really don't have to pound it in. It kind of goes in by itself. Of course, I had 2 hands before, but there you go. You see it kind of goes in, and it's got a little tension on it. So we'll try that out. I'll be the guinea pig for this and see how it works out. And obviously, if it don't, then we'll be having a version, or I don't know what the hell it would be, version 5 or whatever. I think this was the 3rd time I had this apart. So anyway, we'll give it a try. That's how you learn by failing sometimes. So that's how that's going to work out, and we'll let you know how it works out. Hopefully the track will get opened up in May. We're at almost the middle part of April right now, and track is hoping to get opened up in May, and I hope they do too, because I know it's got to suck for them to be down. Especially the weather's been really good on the weekends last couple weeks when they've had to stay closed. But we'll try it out, like I said, and we'll get this back together for May, and then hopefully have my son's Capri going by June sometime. He's got enough nickels rubbed together. He's going to buy Go Haul Hog and get a tubular K and all that other stuff while we got it apart. So, and to cut the door bars out and we got the bumpers out, the interior's out, so it's completely stripped right now. Waiting on me to get this back out of the way so he can get it together in here. But that's all. We'll have something up when we get to that point on that one, and we'll let you know how this one goes. All right, appreciate you. Later, fellas.